What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, Landeris. You already know. Bam. You see it. You see it. L&L line service, Kansas City, Missouri, Blue Springs area. Back at you. Oh man. Hey guys, I went out today. So guys, it rained for about 11 days. 11 days. Now, within those 11 days, you might have had a day or two where the sun came out and everybody's like, yay, and they were able to cut their grass. But I went outside every day to kind of check my yard and see what's going on with it, and I can still hear. When you get so much rain, you can just sit still, and then you can hear the rain like running. You can hear it running in your lawn, like you can hear it moving. Like, it's really weird. But when you got wet yard like it was, you can hear the rain or the water kind of running and making noise as it's either running off your lawn or whatever the case is, if you sit still and really listen. Yeah, but every time I went out there, I get back on the concrete and it's just like you can see my footprint. So guys, I really didn't get out there for the last week to cut any grass because I've done it before where wet grass it sucks. Some customers don't understand that you're damaging your grass when you cut the wet grass. Some customers don't understand that you got maybe 50, 60, 70, 100, 125 yards that you got to take care of, and they're not just the only customer that you have, so when they're calling your phone saying, hey, when you gonna cut the grass, it's like, okay, I got a schedule, and once I get out there to cut, you're not number one, for me to cut, depending on how I'm cutting my, how I got my schedule lined up. You might have been day 3 or day number 2, and I'm about to start cutting all my yards again. So even though, yeah, it's a nice day, you might fall on day 2 because I got 15, 20 yards in front of you. You're not coming. I'm going to get to you. The grass ain't going nowhere. I'll get to you. And I started answering the phone call I'll call them back because I get like customers calling me, and then I'll call them back and say, as soon as they answer the phone, I'll say, man, it must be nice to have a lawn care provider for you, because with all this rain, man, once it dries up, your problem's gonna be solved. So either I get a chuckle or I just get them like, hello, and then I'll be like, hey, yeah, this is Landeris with L&L line service. I was just calling you back, returning your phone call. Yeah, so when are you gonna be able to cut my grass? I was like, well, unless you want me to put permanent lines in your grass or ruts or things like that, you might not want me to cut your grass, but I'm gonna cut your grass soon as it dries out. So then I try to educate them a little bit and say, after it rains like this and the ground is really soaked with rain, and you can't put big machinery on it, and you really don't need to cut it because it damages your grass, and it's not going to give a good quality of cut because the grass is so wet and heavy. So we could either wait till that happens, or if you really want your grass cut, I'll try to get out there and cut it. But there's no guarantee that I won't put a rut in it or tear your turf or do something like that. So I let them know, and then they say, "Oh well, I think we better wait then." Yeah, you might want to wait. So it rained for 10 days straight, 11 or whatever. Today was the day. Today was the day. I go out. I got the 52 inch and I got the Toro Time Master 30. So some of the backyards that I use the 30 on, and I can bag some yards here and there. The very first yard that I used the Toro on, I got halfway through it and it locked up on me. The wheels started locking up. The left wheel, not the right wheel. The right wheel still was spinning, but the right wheel. So I thought it was the transmission or something like that, or that was kind of messing up. So I don't know what was going on with it. So I got to take it in tomorrow, see what's going on with it, and it's still under warranty. So hopefully it can get fixed quick or whatever. But I had to pull out the trusty 28-inch Craftsman Professional Pace Walker or whatever it's called, and it got me through the day. So shout out to Craftsman. It came through for me. So I did a lot of the yards and stuff that I could get in the back to do, but I couldn't. I had another yard that before I went to go get the 28-inch Pushmore, I had another yard that I didn't want to go back to. So we cut the front yard with the 52-inch, and then guess what we did to the backyard? We weed eated that whole backyard. We just got the job done. Sometimes you got to get the job done. I did not want to drive back up there to skip their yard to drive back up there, and it would be the only yard that we didn't do. So we just weed eated the whole backyard. It sucked, but we got the job done. It took us probably about 20 minutes with both of us weed eating the backyard, and maybe 15, but an extra 15 minutes of weed eating the backyard. We got through it and we moved on. Check it off the list. But yeah, all in all, it was a great day. Messy day, but great day as far as getting some of the yards off the list. Because I was getting phone calls after phone calls saying when it's going to cut the grass, blah, blah, blah. I got to explain to them this and that. I don't think since I've been doing this that I had like 11 days of rain that kind of delayed me where I couldn't go out and cut grass, so that it was just so saturated and wet, I was just nervous about going out there and just tearing up somebody's yard. Plus, right now, Caden is out there doing the work. So what I did today was I helped him so that we can knock out the yards, get done a little bit quicker, and get back on schedule and stuff, and get all these yards off the list. That way, hopefully, but it's going to rain next week. So hopefully, he could just go into June and just start just cutting and maintaining and routine and things like that, where he's zipping through them. It's always like this in the springtime, the spring rush, rain, this and that. You got to spend extra time on the yards, but then once June hit, you get the yards all manicured weekly. You just going through them. You know what I'm saying? So, and I picked up. So since Caden's been working, doing the work, doing the labor, following the schedule, I've been able to answer the phones quicker, in a timely fashion, get back on estimates, go out to see the estimates and do the estimates, talk to the people, talk to customers, secure the deal, And I probably added on, I don't know, 20 people this year. Last year I kind of lost about, not due to like anything bad. It was just that they moved. Basically, some customers moved. So it was probably about a couple of customers moved, so I lost them. And then I gained about 20 customers, which was pretty good, you know. So, and I wouldn't have been able to do this if I didn't have somebody actually being me, working, so that I can answer the phones, get out to the estimates and things like that. Because I couldn't do that last year. You know, I was kind of stuck, and I was kind of afraid of getting more customers because my load was getting too much for me just to do that. And if it rained or whatever, then I was screwed because I was backed up and all that. So this has helped me out to kind of grow just a little bit. So hopefully it can continue and stuff, and then I can have somebody, I can hire somebody else on to kind of work with Caden to help him to finish up quicker and stuff, and just keep adding lawns on. So all right guys, it's been long enough. All in all, today after 11 days was a good day, a messy day, but we got through it, and we checked customers off, clients off the list, and we're gonna do it again tomorrow. So alright guys, like, subscribe, leave your comments, hit that bell button, do what you gotta do whatever you gotta do, but you better do it. Alright guys, I'm out. Peace.